I know it's been a while since we've done a video, but we've been busy. We're in the process of moving in game, that is. Um, but something I've done new, which I thought I might share with you guys, is fitting structures. This is going to be my first structure that I'm going to be given in charge of. So I'm getting kind of like free play on how I want the structure to be, since I'm the main industrialist in this corporation that we're in inside of our wormhole. So they basically gave me kind of free reign to do what I want with this Rotaru. So I'm excited about it. I've never fitted a station. I've never been able to operate a station how I want it. So with doing some homework and everything, I finally figured some things out. So I figured I'd just share it with you guys as well. So let's say we're starting fresh. You never looked up how to fit a station. Let's go to Just go to a market board. Be the quickest, easiest way to find it. When you get to your market board, click on your filters and click off, show only available, just in case it might be just looking at your station or wherever you're at, and things just might not show up. So we're just doing this just for fitting purposes. So make sure you click that off and we'll be good to go. Structures is the second from the bottom. So you might have some of yours windows down. So once you get down to your structures, go open up the structures. We're not doing citadels. We are doing, well, like I said, I'm doing a Rotaru, so I want to be fitting a Rotaru. But this will kind of go hand in hand with any structure that you get, the same principles. So I'm doing an engineering complex. And our Rotaru is right there. I always like to have my information of whatever I'm playing with up. Don't need this no more. And now go to simulate structure. So we see the differences with athanors and refineries. They're completely different. You could fit their rigs on each other, but it's not efficient. So sometimes you might be in a station in NoSec or something like that, and you're like, well, why doesn't the station have this? Why doesn't it have this or this? We'll talk about that, and we'll probably want to see why. Okay, so when we get to our fitting windows, most of the time we really just want to deal with the structure services and the rigs, because we're industrialists, but we do got to fit the entire ship. We want to fit it just like we fit anything else. Gladly things with structures, they're kind of not limited on what they have, but it's kind of straightforward to the point. So for the Rotarus, it has missile launchers for either capitals or subcap. So for my scenario, we're doing subcap. We only fit one launcher, which is fine. Throw some charges in there for these. It takes 3 styles of stand-up missiles: light missiles, heavy missiles, and cruise missiles. So I'll end up having all 3, and you can swap out depending whatever target is near you. So right now I'll just put heavies in just for the sake of it. Our only other fittings, we have some newts. We have some XL newts for capitals. But we'll just get some heavy newts for our subcaps. They have a drain range of 100 kilometers at 1500 gigajoules every 15 seconds. So basically whatever gets in range, cruiser or below, they're getting neuted out. For our mid slots, we have missiles. I want a target painter in there. The range for the target painter, it blooms the signature radius by 65%. So frigates, watch out, I'm looking for you. And we're going to have a warp disruptor. This is kind of like the one in the Hicks in a way. This warp scrambler, the charge, it is, I believe it said it's, no, we need the charge. I believe it's unlimited range. So I think it's up to 100. Yeah, warp scramble strength 100. So it could hold a capital. And the range is 63 kilometers. And I believe the duration, this lasts 30 seconds. So if you happen to point someone in time, you got 30 seconds. You get a volley every 3 seconds on the structure. Should, on paper, get about 10 volleys, and you should be able to pop something in time if the pilot's not paying attention. So the structure fit kind of basic for the low slot. Either you put another damage rig, or me. I'm a missile individual, so I would prefer more application, a smaller explosion radius. It means it will apply better to the target. So I prefer that instead of a more damage increase. If it was fitting something different and you need it, or you want to put armor plating, what's more tank. I'm not worried about tank. It's a Rotaro. If it's going to get blown up, it's going to get blown up. So I'll just rather be able to pop one or two before they blow it up. But our main thing here, we are here for our structure services. Now, once we all have that taken care of, for our damage and those things there, now what we're going to do. Okay, so once you're here, you might say, where is our structure services? Where is everything? Now, what you got to remember to do, you have to deselect like your high, mediums, and lows. You gotta get rid of that, or else it won't just come up by itself. Alright, so we don't need no more of this type of structure items. So let's downsize all this. What we need right here is our service modules. It's the light green colored one, and we're in engineering service modules. That what we need. We're doing engineering. I'm going to be building. I'll be manufacturing. So I need a manufacturing rig in there. And what the manufacturing rig does, it takes fuel and it'll give you the ability to manufacture ships, except for capital. So any subcap ships you could build with this manufacturing rig. I'll also be doing invention. So those that do invention, that's taking blueprint copies and turning them into T2 copies. I will be doing invention as well. Now, I will not be doing research. I will not be bringing BPOs into a wormhole. I'll be having those elsewhere. I will be printing my copies elsewhere and just bringing copies in. So there won't be no need for a research lab on this Rotaro. These other ones are not useful for me. So I will only have 2 structure services for this Rotaro. The main spot when you're having a Rotaro, depending on what you're doing. So I'm going to be manufacturing. I'm going to be building mainly like fuel blocks, ammo, and a few other items. I enjoy building rigs, so I want to have this structure be bonused to be efficient for building rigs. So I'm a person of efficiency. So when it comes to rigs, they only have 2 styles: material efficiency and time efficiency. So it depends on you, however you like to do your industry. If you want more efficiency in your time, things will get done faster, use time. If you're a material efficiency person like I am, I'm going to get all my rigs for material efficiency. All the efficiencies is the same, so it's just depending what you want. Like, I'm not building ships, so I don't need material efficiency with ships, but there is ammunition manufacturing material efficiency. That is something I will be doing. I build a lot of missiles, rockets, and all types of ammo. So what this does, this stand-up material efficiency, this is for manufacturing ammunition, charges, so cat boosters, and scripts in the upward structure. So all 3 of those I build. So I get an attribute on those. Material reduction of 4.20%. So I save on each run that I do that much material. You might say that's not a lot, but when you're doing these continually and you're doing thousands of runs, this material adds up. So it's more of a time saver. You end up making more in the long run, in my point of view. So ammunition is done for what I'm doing. I'm not doing, if you're in HiSec and you just have a mining corporation, using the basic small, medium, and large ship manufacturing, due to the fact T1 ships only use HiSec materials. So it's something simple to make in HiSec for a mining corp. But I am not making ships, but something I am going to need is equipment manufacturing material efficiency. That sounds similar to the other one, but is a touch different. What this one does, this one, you can make your ship modules. So whatever ship modules on your mid slots, low slots, you make those. Ship rigs, which is my go-to. Personal deployables, implants, and cargo containers. So that is one more that I need. And I have one more rig. And I know I'm past one. Equipment. Oh, there we go. One right below it. Structure manufacturing rig. Now I'm not making structure modules or rigs, which this is good for, but this has also something for fuel blocks, for efficiency for fuel blocks. So I'm going to be making fuel blocks as well. So I'll be saving on the material needed for my fuel blocks, since that will be the only thing that I'll have issues getting on a consistent basis due to the fact living in a wormhole. Be hard to transport it at times. Might be in a bad part of nullsec I can't get to, so having efficiency for my fuel blocks is a key for my station. So like I said, with that's the basis of fitting. Like I said, there's other fittings, like if you want to get into T3C building, there's rigs just for that. If you're getting into building drones and fighters, there's efficiency rigs for that as well. So like I said, if you're doing capital ships, T2 ships, just T2s only, like assault frigates, covert ops, or like I said, the T3D destroyers and the T3C cruisers, everything has a rig to make it more efficient and more specialized for you. And that will also go along with the combat structures as well. They will have their rigs as well to however you want your structure to be built. But the only thing is just always keep track of your structure services, as do they all require fuel in their cycles. So go ahead, double check on how much fuel that you will be needing, how much it will be required to operate your structure. Last thing you want to do is get a structure up and going, then it goes offline because you're out of fuel. So always count the cost for your fuel and the other little minor expenses. Always check between the T1s and T2s. It's usually quite a bit difference. That's why I didn't look at them. They're about a build difference each. So, but like I said, build your station on how you need it and to make it efficient so that you can make your ISK in game. All right, y'all. I hope this was helpful for you all. If you got any questions, reach out in game. Public channel is Dungeon Shack. And if you got any questions, concerns, but I will go through this as we're actually putting up, and I'll put up a video when I'm doing it as well. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you next time. Fly safe, fly fun.